Hi. Welcome to
Etheridge TV.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Cheers.
Still got half an hour.
You know what's so cute? It's kind of like what we just saw. You going, what's happening? Why are people, is everything okay? Why that person's got a lot? Oh, it's for me. It's the same thing of doing this.
I've been in concert when I've seen fires break out. I remember this. No, it's true. But I mean, nothing bad happened.
No.
It was just in a. I forget where that was. It was in a balcony, and this woman actually got a lighter out to do a lighter thing, and it was one of those old Bics that like blew up.
Oh, my God.
It caught fire, and all of a sudden I saw this like poof, and I'm like,
Wait, what year was this?
oh, this was like in the early '90s.
So there was a lot of hairspray still.
Yeah, still.
So, that's
I was worried.
Scary.
I was like, because
yeah.
I saw something,
Yeah.
or like there was a piece of paper or something caught fire, and
Yeah.
and everybody was okay, and I remember it was in the middle of the song, and I went, everybody all right? Everybody okay? All right. I was ready to tell everybody, go to the exits.
You're so humble.
I've never had to do that. I'm so grateful I've never had to.
What, lit your hair on fire?
No, I never had to empty a theater.
No.
I've had to walk off stage because of thunder, lightning.
Yes.
And right before, it was like in the middle of Silent Legacy. It was at Jones Beach.
Yeah.
Middle of Silent Legacy, and I'm all down on the ground, and my guitar tech comes, like, I'm so
You're in that-
intense, and it's Trace. He
yeah.
comes up and he goes, yeah. We have to leave the stage right now. You have to stop playing right now,
What
now,
was that?
immediately.
Because thunder and
Because
light.
the thunder and lightning was coming,
Oh.
and
Not
we would
thunder,
have gotten
lightning.
fried.
Yeah.
And literally, I went, okay, sorry, buddy, we'll be right back. There's a storm coming in, and we turned around to walk off, and all the power went off. Bam!
Whoa.
And then this massive thunderstorm came in because it was outdoors. And
Okay.
Anyway, the end. But I've had interesting things happen.
See, there's
But
so
that
much
was
to talk
beautiful.
about during the
There's
shows that you
so
never
much.
know. Hi. Okay, that was fantastic. Some people were at Jones Beach. I can see that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Then they saw me fall off the stage another time at Jones
Oh.
Beach. Just all kinds of things happened at Jones Beach.
Why did that happen?
Why did that happen?
Yeah.
Because the stage is like this, and then it has these the what do you call them? The side of the stage kind of goes out, kind of juts out a little bit like that. And I was doing my rock star thing, and it was the very end where I do hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I walked out to the edge to touch people's hands, and all of a sudden there was this crush of people against, because everyone was like wanting to touch my hands.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no. And so I was like, I have to stop this. And I moved to the side, and I kind of forgot that the stage went like that. And I just fell right off the side. And I had this massive bruise on my leg.
Ow.
But at that time, I had this big bodyguard named Big Mike. He was an ex linebacker for the Giants.
Amazing. So you were already
Amazing.
thrilled.
So he came over to me,
Yeah.
literally like put his two hands on my shoulders and picked me up like that and put me back on stage.
See, that would happen if you played together on the Giants and you were like a running back or something. And you were he would pick you up and just, because the running backs are little. You could pay. Okay, we're moving on. Okay. I'm excited because you're going to show some more pictures and some more. We're going to hear some
We're
more
gonna
video.
talk.
Yeah, we have
Yep,
some more.
we're gonna-
Friday Night Videos continues with more of you, and then next week we'll have the rest of the
Yes.
concert.
Okay. So, where were we last week?
Okay, here we go.
You talked me into just playing one song there. That's amazing. Because I owe it to you because I still feel bad. We're gonna.
Don't worry.
I'll be making. What would you like me to make you for dinner tonight?
No. I love you. We're gonna get those flags out so we can throw flags at each other during certain things.
Don't
Yeah.
try to change the camera right before the show.
love you so much.
But it'll be what. Yeah. All right.
You like puzzles. You like
I
a
know,
challenge.
I know. All right. So here we go. So here is.
Okay, where we left, you were in Long Beach.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
and
I
you
was.
had just you were living with.
I was living with Linda and Jill. They had
right.
come into the executive suite
Right.
and pretended they were French, and,
right.
and they were very literary. And
Right.
I just moved in. Linda was my girlfriend,
Right.
and I moved in, and I had played the West Coast Women's Music Festival, and so
Yes.
that next year I was like, they asked me back again. Let's make a band,
Right.
Let's put a band together.
So we met the Monkees.
Yes.
So if you were putting a band together.
Yes, and it was
Yeah.
Linda, Jill, and my friend Jan.
Right.
And it was just a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun.
So we got to see that last.
And that's what we did. We
Right.
saw the pictures of that last time. Now, of course, now after that, the Robin Tyler, the producer, comes up. She goes, "Yeah, we'd love to have you back next year. Come solo, okay?" 'Cause I was like, "What? You didn't like the rugged band I had?"
Well, the
of
band
girls?
and part weren't they kind of going? What am I playing drums for?
Oh, yeah,
they were okay.
you know,
So nobody's feelings were
It was
hurt.
like a
No.
high school band or something.
But you were also in the spirit of the journey that we're taking on this livementary. Is your life kind of started to change because women's
Yes.
the women's festival, not the film
Women's
festival, that's-
Music Festival. It's a very
yes.
different thing.
And music and all women and
Yeah,
then
and so I had
management.
and at the same time as that happened, Bill Leopold's wife playing soccer with some women who came to the bar in Pasadena. Now I want to back up just a couple months before I got back to Pasadena, because I forgot to tell this last week. But my parents came to visit.
That's right. This is a great story.
Yeah. So I move in with Linda and Jill, and I tell my parents, "Hey, I'm okay. I'm great. I'm down here in Long Beach." And this is just a picture of us in a tree. And that's our friend Kathy up in the corner. She's actually the one that takes the pictures.
That's really cute
Yeah, we're just having fun there.
because you weren't appearing in that tree, right? You were just hanging in that tree.
This is just us climbing a tree because,
Okay.
when you're 21,
And the
22, you
last
climb trees.
you saw your parents.
Last I saw my parents, it had been last I saw my dad was at that fantasy thing.
Right.
The
that
TV
he
thing.
surprised you
Yeah.
at the year before.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So they come back a few months later after that. It's only a few months.
They're going to come visit.
Yeah, they're going to come visit.
Yeah.
And so when my father had come out for fantasy, and
Right.
and I drove down to the executive suite and said, "This is a gay bar, Dad. This is where I'm
Right.
making my living,"
Right.
And he's like, "Okay, he's fine. He's such a just
Yeah.
good guy."
Yeah.
And so when they're coming back out to California, flying back out,
Yeah.
to see me, I go, "Okay," on the phone, "Okay, Dad, you're going to tell Mom where I'm playing, right?" Because I really hadn't talked much to my mom
Since she
kicked me out of the house.
Right,
If
right.
we remember from a few weeks ago.
Right.
Kicked me out of the house. Well, she said, whatever, one of those notes, and I just left.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you tell her where I'm playing, right? He's like, "Oh, yeah. So when they flew out, I picked them up at the airport and drove them back, to Long Beach. And I was like, "So you told her, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I told her after she got on the airplane."
And we're please fasten your seatbelts. We're pulling away from the gate, and now we're about to take off. That's
Yeah, so Elizabeth,
By the way, I gotta
where
tell
we're
you
going to see our
something.
daughter is a
all right. You know what?
lesbian bar.
But bless their hearts.
Yeah, so they come out. My mother, and they actually came to see me in the bar. It was Pomona's right before Pasadena. It was
Yeah.
Pomona's
Yeah.
at Robbie's.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Please let there not be a big fight tonight. Please let all clothes stay on.
Right,
Please
right.
let people be
Yeah,
here tonight.
I
Please,
hear
please,
you.
please."
Oh,
And
because
then
you
they
want it to be
did.
nice for your parents.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my
Yes.
parents stayed in the house.
The one that we showed last week
Yeah,
in Long Beach.
It's a small house.
Right.
It had 2 bedrooms, and
that
Jill
the three
had
of you
moved.
lived in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Jill had moved to I don't know where Jill was at the time, but
Okay.
so we had fixed up the middle room for my parents. It was like and I really this was like the first house that I ever fixed.
Yeah.
When you all of a sudden you're painting and you're putting stuff in. It was really
Yeah.
fun. It was that when you all of a sudden in your 20s you're like, "Well, I like putting things in a house."
Absolutely,
and,
yeah.
and changing the
And we don't
the drapery
live in
and
milk
stuff like
crates
that.
anymore. Yeah.
Well, I lived
Sort
in
of. We love
crates
milk
for a
crates.
while.
We have some outside the door here. Okay. Hey, is
Actually,
that
we do.
because again?
Yes.
Eyes are a little funny today. So that's you in the corner. That's you right there.
That's me down at the bottom.
Right.
Let's see, down at the
You're
bottom.
looking up at.
And
Yeah.
I'm looking up, and Jill is in the white shirt,
Yeah.
and that's not Linda. That's Kathy.
Oh,
She's a
okay.
good friend of ours.
Okay.
But this is just a fun picture I had that
Okay.
I wanted to show you.
Yes. Okay.
So that was my story. I really wanted to tell you. So the issues with my parents. My father is still delightful and everything. My mother is, well,
They
Kinda.
bless their hearts.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
All right.
Oh,
so
and
this is Jill and Linda and I.
Saying,
There's
"Hey."
pictures of us from the back.
Look, we're gonna go.
See how red my hair is?
We're gonna go live in that tree.
Yeah, right away. Let's go in that tree.
Oh, your hair
Look
is
how
red.
How red my hair is. My
Yes.
hair used to be at its, when the sun would shine on it, it would look really red because my mother had red hair.
Yeah.
And this is before I learned to color my hair. So obviously that's the natural color of my hair. That's just funny. I think it's
So
funny.
I love this part of the story because this is really when, okay, so they come down to Robbie's. You're about to, or no,
We're talking about my parents.
oh no, after your parents leave.
So after my parents
Yeah.
leave, that's when I go to the Women's Music Festival,
Right.
and so I've lived with these guys now for a year,
Right.
and it's a lot of fun. They introduced me to movies. All of a sudden, I'm watching Woody Allen movies I never would have watched, and reading, and I'm learning so much.
They had
I'm
a
learning
huge
about
impact
art.
on you. Yeah.
Huge impact on me in my
Yeah.
writing, and I'm starting to write, and really coming into the Long Beach women's scene.
Right.
It was a very strong political scene.
Yeah.
And during this time, all of a sudden, AIDS starts up in New York.
Yeah.
And then it comes to L.A. And I
Yeah.
remember the bartender that I loved
Yeah.
at Robbie's.
Yeah.
He was the first one that I knew that got it.
Yeah.
And passed away. And it just
Yeah.
came so quickly, and bam, and all. It was just this plague that everyone, and it really mobilized us, and a lot of the women organizers who had been fighting for women's rights and gay rights and anything really, took this on and organized like never before. And they would come in and make sure we were all registered to vote. That was the first time I got registered to vote, and they were just really smart women. And actually, in Long Beach, there's a museum that really talks about that, and it was part of. Did you come down with me when I did that? Yeah, when they the whole. Anyway,
It's an
important part of Long Beach history.
And
even.
if for you as an artist too to be there and be
Yeah.
impacted by all of this.
Yeah, so it was one of the reasons why then, as my career went on, being so connected with the women and being out and being comfortably out, and that was my crowd, that I did not feel comfortable. I did not feel comfortable not coming out,
Right,
you know?
right.
Because I knew that all of these women who had worked so hard and were
Right.
out, and it's like, that's one of the reasons why I came out
Right.
when I
Right.
did in '93.
Yeah.
So,
And we're going to talk about some of that in a moment when we play a song too, how that impacted you as far as yeah.
yeah. So I'm doing that, and I find so Bill Leopold finds me, and he signs me, and he says, this is the bar, and this is the Barn Burmese. This is my birthday.
This is your birthday. This is what?
This is 1984, my birthday.
23.
To my 23rd birthday, yes.
Yes.
And they surprised me with streamers and a garland. What do you know, those things you put on your
Amazing.
head?
So that's what's on your head. So this
That's
is
what-
your
yeah, I
so
would
this
not
is
wear
your
that
shift.
normally.
This is your shift.
Yeah, I show up. There's my piano behind me.
Oh, and look at the gals in the corner.
You know, whatever. And this is the bar that
Can
Bill.
I buy you a drink? Shh, I'm listening. Shh. Can I buy you a drink? Shh, I'm listening. It's so cute. So that was a good tip night, right? Because it's your birthday.
It was my birthday. This is one of the first places that
Wait,
they
we're
started.
covering your head, not the garland. Don't cover your garland.
Oh, that's me. I'm totally looking down there. That's why you're always telling me, look up here. Someday I'll be a good co-host for you, honey.
I love you so much.
If you ever did Linda and Me with anyone else and it wasn't me, that would be weird. Oh, my God. But I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Here we go.
So, yeah, so there I am singing.
So wait, have we really established the love of paneling in this bar or not?
It's quite a love of paneling.
So this is historic. This is great. I don't think people have seen
and
this picture.
and tip jars. This is the first place that really I understood all the goodness of a tip jar.
Yes. Yes.
And actually, the owners, Judy and Sarah, I think
Yeah.
it was Sarah, that one day brought me, because I used to get like the largest glass on the
No.
bar.
That's like a brandy glass or something?
Second time.
No, honey, you
She
need a
brings
fish
in-
bowl.
She brings in this big, massive, like
bowl.
gigantic thing.
Yes.
And puts it. It's not up there. It might be on the other side, but
fish-
puts
the
it
tip
up there.
bowl's everything.
And when they start passing, when someone would go up and grab it and pass it around, I could pay my rent, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, I bought a refrigerator after when I was like, I'm gonna get a
No,
refrigerator.
and you did all your the
man.
5s and the 10s, and you got them all.
I was the lady
and
with
you
all the
paid the guy.
$1 bills, whatever
Absolutely.
I bought.
Absolutely, I can so.
I learned
get
about
it.
tips, man.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
huge.
So here you are on your birthday playing.
That's
Oh
me
my
playing on my
God.
birthday.
So is this
It's on my
so this
birthday.
is now words getting out because you've done the women's.
Yeah, I've done
festival.
yes, and in the sort of underground Southern California, words getting out, and people would come to see me.
Yeah.
The couple nights that I would play here, and Bill, the great thing about Bill Leopold is my manager's. He said, I don't think we should take you out of here. You're making a living.
Yeah.
Pardon me. You're able. I'm just.
You're adorable. Keep going. It's your birthday. You had some champagne.
Hey. So. That's funny.
I love you so.
So I love you too.
No, you were
You
saying
can have
that.
sushi now. I'll just order sushi.
I love you, honey. It's all good. And happy birthday. Look at
Yeah,
that.
look at that. Well,
Do you know what's
happy birthday to
funny?
you, too. You were
so that was
celebrating me, too.
23.
Yeah, what were you doing?
What
on your
year was
23rd?
it?
1984.
I was in Minneapolis,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I remember that birthday. That was a great birthday. I was at Dudley Riggs, and
Yeah, I enjoyed myself on this
That's great.
birthday very much.
Yeah.
And so, but Bill Leopold always said that we're going to just let you stay here, and I'll bring people to you.
Yeah.
And so, the first person that he brought out to hear me play was Don Zimmerman, who was the president
Okay.
of Capitol Records. I mean, you just
Let's just bring the president.
let's bring the president of Capitol Records.
Now, did he
and
fly him
his-
on a plane and not tell him it was a gay bar till they landed, like your dad? No, that would be.
No, I think he
No.
told him it was a gay bar.
Okay, but they came in.
He and his wife,
Yeah.
bless their hearts. I still know them. That I, if I ever see them out anywhere, they're like, hey.
They come see this girl
They
here.
come see this girl right here.
Amazing, smart.
Right around this time.
Yeah,
And he likes it.
yeah. He's smart.
And he says, I want you to make a demo of, of like, I think it was 2 songs, 3 songs. I forget how many songs, but I know I worked on this one song that,
Oh wait, more on her
Really?
later.
More
this
on
is
her.
great. No, this is great. This is Kathleen.
I know. Why did I?
Well, because we said, this is at the same time, but we're gonna
Well,
teach them more.
then let's talk about. I forgot. I'm totally.
You're doing great. And you know what? This is the joy of live television. You can see us, you can hear us. I can't see hardly anything, but that's okay because I'm enjoying my cup of coffee right here.
Oh no, honey.
Oh wait, that's not.
Coffee.
No, I was teasing it. I
know.
We're the reason because there was so much. Make us a little bigger for a second.
Poof.
Oh, because bless your heart, you are so humble about your story and that you rush through things sometimes. So what we were going to say is during this same time is you do meet Kathleen.
I do.
And we love Kathleen because she took so many pictures and she was a lovely human and
Yes,
all of that. But
yes.
it also
I
impacted
wanted-
you as far as
very
your
much so.
songwriting.
Very much so. We'll find out that
And-
next week.
Right, because if with our friends who happen to be big fans of you, if you had to say some of the first songs that you wrote in that house in Long Beach that everyone would know would be what if you had to say?
I Keep Watching You. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first ones because I wrote that
Okay.
about Caroline
Okay,
and Boston, but I wrote it in Long Beach.
Right.
Occasionally.
We know it.
Yes. I Want You.
We've heard of it. Yes. Okay, because this is important. I come from the land of Lincoln. We'd always go for field trips. So where did Abraham Lincoln grow up? And that's what your Long Beach is.
Yeah, Long Beach was that. Those were the oldest songs on the first album, and they were written here and during this time.
So Kathleen, remember we were going to show
Yeah, so
Kathleen
go-
and then
yes,
keep going.
I know. Bless
Okay.
your heart.
Okay. This is good. So now,
So okay.
here.
So
happy
at
birthday
the,
to you. Boom.
At the music festival,
Yeah.
I met a gal.
Yes.
Surprise.
Was it the gal that we saw?
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh,
And her
okay.
name was Kathleen.
There you go.
She worked as a stagehand.
Okay.
And
We did have a picture of her, but
I couldn't show it because she
was
didn't have her shirt on.
topless. And you know what? All the years I've done production, God love I've never gone topless. But
during
during a show. No,
that's
we
the
kind
difference of a
we-
women's music festival. The whole crew is topless. It's
I was a little jealous that you could take, but I don't know. I was
we were
bug
young,
bites.
little 24, 3-year-old.
But I think it's the magic garland you're wearing that brought that to you. This is so good. We have more to do. This is beautiful. This is fun.
I know, bless your heart.
Okay,
So I meet Kathleen, and a couple weeks after the festival, she actually, her and some friends, because she lived in Venice, which was 45 minutes from Long Beach or something.
But you hadn't been there yet, really.
No, I hadn't really discovered Venice at all. And she came down with some friends from the music festival, and all of a sudden they were there, and
they came to this bar?
Oh, come on. It was the Que Sera. It wasn't this big.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm playing the two different bars. I'm playing Burmese and the Que Sera.
But in these small bars, when someone comes in, it's like,
I see everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And you're like, bling, bling, bling.
Yeah.
Bling, bling,
yeah,
bling,
that kind of, because there she is, and I'm like, wow.
Okay.
And that's when we exchange numbers, and I start seeing her. I start, you know the song "Meet Me in the Back"?
Yes,
yeah.
we've heard of it.
Yes, that one was also written during this time.
Okay,
there you go.
So we could show this picture is the bar, and then you could show the next picture of Kathleen, and then you could say,
I could say,
"Oh, meet me in the back of that." See now we're
this
making.
This is a very
movie.
nice. This is a sweet picture.
Well, she is a sweet. Right?
She was a really sweet person. We started kind of having. I mean, she.
Oh,
I thought I took these out.
No, this is good. We'll show them again.
Okay,
look,
all
that's
right.
cute.
I thought I took these pictures out.
She took that of you, right?
She took that of me.
Look at that, you guys. Aren't we glad we're seeing these? Come on. Look at that. Come on.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here
so
we
there
go.
you go. So
now we get to. So that's all happening, and we'll do more about.
Yeah. So we'll talk more about Kathleen, because that's. I'm realizing with this live-umentary, that I have to take the personal and the professional, the two things that really happened, and were so affected each other.
Yeah.
And my writing and everything. So as the professional part, as Bill Leopold brings Don Zimmerman, and he says, go make a demo.
Yeah.
I'm also, in the middle of really enjoying the company of one gal when I was with another gal.
Well, and that's what people did in our 20s.
I didn't know how to do I didn't know how to do relationships. And we certainly didn't know how to do, our gay.
Oh, sorry. Oops. Was my stepping on you? What happened? Well, I've been shot.
Nothing else could happen. Oh my God.
No, you guys, can we just take in these pictures? How great are these pictures? Okay.
I don't know who took these photos. It's like a photo shoot.
It's okay, baby.
Okay.
They're wonderful.
But I found them. They were just in my photos.
And we wanted to share them, and we were going to play.
I'm going to play something.
Okay, good.
Remember, I was doing 4 photos. I'm almost there.
No, you're doing great.
I love you all so much.
No, this is great, and this is hard to show some of this stuff. It's very vulnerable.
Yeah. So as this is happening with Kathleen and others too, I'm playing in a lesbian bar.
Are you apologizing for having fun in your life? We've all heard your songs.
I know, exactly.
And it's like
they're all true.
You guys don't know how to tell you that they're kind of true. It's like we kind of were hoping that. Okay.
Okay. So Bill Leopold, that's
your old manager.
My old manager.
Yes.
He brings Don Zimmerman of Capitol Records down. Don Zimmerman says, "Okay, I want you to get with my A&R guy." And A&R is artist and repertoire.
Yes.
That's what every record company had, an A&R guy, and they were really the ones that would go out in the bars and try to find artists, and then once they found them, to help them with the music and really help them get they were like the liaison between the artist and the record company.
Okay.
And so this A&R guy was named John Carter.
Okay.
John Carter, who had just worked with Tina Turner in her comeback album.
Wow.
And he had put that whole thing together.
What's love got to do with that?
Oh, yeah, that's all him.
God.
He put her with all those songwriters. Wow. He came and he goes, "I think you can, come back." He put that whole thing together. So I'm
Smart
like,
man.
John Carter, holy cow, this is the guy.
So he and his wife come to the bar.
Well, Don Zimmerman and his wife come to the bar.
Oh, and then
Don says, "Get with John Carter."
John Carter then goes, "I'm your A&R guy."
Yeah, so John Carter comes out, he sees it, he's like, "Yes, this is great." I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to be on Capitol Records, man."
Yeah.
And so I it's like, okay, we're going to make a demo. We're
Okay.
just going to see, because I'd never made like a professional demo. You know,
Right.
I played you my, ones that I had just gone to a little studio and made something. But
Put
this,
a quarter in the machine and you
that
recorded
sort
it.
of
Right.
thing. And
So
one
this
day
is
you
your
got 4
first,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time. And Bill Leopold also managed Booker T. Jones.
Okay. And for our friends who don't know who Booker is.
Booker T. Jones was in the 60s. Remember Booker T. and the MGs, Green Onions, the instrumental.
So he's famous for playing.
The organ.
Okay.
He's out of Memphis.
Yeah, yeah.
He's Stax dude.
Yeah,
which is funny because so I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Booker T. Jones, are you kidding? So John Carter and Bill Leopold say, okay, we're going to get Booker T. Jones to record to make your first demo.
This
at
girl.
Capitol, right? This girl.
This girl.
This girl. I'm like, this is the most professional thing that's ever happened. For me.
Okay.
And so I go out to Booker T. Jones's house. I play him some songs. We decide on the song "Put Me Out of My Misery" is going to be the song we're going to record.
Okay.
I rehearse with these 3 80s dudes. I don't even remember, but
Okay.
it's the drummer, a guitar player, and a bass player.
Okay.
Yeah. So the 3 of us rehearse the song like for a day.
Okay.
Then we go to Capitol Records.
The Capitol Records.
Capitol Records. If you remember, you see Hollywood.
You guys know what that is,
It's,
right?
it's that round building. It's that iconic round building in Hollywood.
It's right on
that
Franklin,
when I
right?
came to, yeah, it's
Franklin
right on,
and Hollywood.
Franklin and Vine.
And Vine, right.
Between Franklin and Vine and Hollywood. It's
Yeah.
like Hollywood. It's when you drive into Hollywood, you see that.
It's like the Eiffel Tower of Hollywood.
It's the Beatles. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like and
Yeah.
and I used to drive by going someday.
And then you drive in there.
Bam! All of
Yeah.
a sudden, I'm going into the studio. They have famous studios that
Yeah.
recorded Ella Fitzgerald and Frank Sinatra and the Beatles, and these studios are iconic.
And Nat King Cole and oh my God.
Oh my
yeah.
God! And it's amazing. And
Yeah.
I show up, and 2 things. The engineer was a man named David Cole,
Oh.
who, if you know my music, David Cole produced Skin and The Awakening. Wow. Some other stuff too.
But he was your
definitely
engineer
did.
at the time?
Yeah, he was a young guy engineer. Yeah, which,
Wow.
that's cool. But he engineered my first demo, and I didn't know that until I met him again. And he goes, "Actually, we've met before, 20 years ago or whatever when it was."
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was really cool. But so he's the engineer. Booker T. Jones is producing,
Mm-hmm.
and the drummer shows up and the bass player, but the lead guitar player never showed up.
Oh.
And so we were like, well, we got to work. And I don't know this person. They just brought him in. They were like session guys.
Right.
And something happened. This is back before cell phones, so so he just didn't show up. So we record the song, and then there's this whole spot that was supposed to be this guitar solo, and Booker goes, and so there's just this space, and he's like, wow, well, I wish I had a Hammond B3, which is the name of the organ. I wish I had a Hammond B3. I'd put one on. And David Cole goes, man, there's one right down the hall. Let me get it.
Oh, my
And
God.
he runs out. He pushes this Hammond B3 back in. They set it up. And Booker lays down this smoking, like over smoking organ solo. Wow. That when I'm going to play the demo for you now. And it's just all 80s. It's like candy 80s until it gets to the solo where Booker, it's just like, oh my God, all of a sudden it turns into this thing. But here is, and then let me tell you what happens after, because I think we're going to say bye. Well,
No, are
yes,
we?
are. Yeah, we're going to say bye, and then it's going to go out on this.
Oh my God.
I know, that's the way, that I do remember that we were going to do.
All right.
So after.
Well, make us big for a
I will,
second so we
okay.
can say.
After
okay.
I make the demo,
Yes.
Don Zimmerman is fired.
Dang, honey.
This happened, I can't tell you how many times this happened, where a guy would be, really into what I was doing in the record company, and then once like the head of some company is fired, all the
Everything
acts they were
changes,
working on,
yeah.
they're like, you know, like
Yeah,
in
in
television,
television,
like
yeah.
all the things, you know, they just go away. They're like, no, I
they
want
want
to
to make
my
their own
thing.
stamp. Yeah. Oh.
So, so my first thing went, psh. But this is the demo. We're going to say goodbye on the demo as we're listening to. It's called Put. I think you heard it. I think I played the version of this song that I did on the first album that didn't make it. You know, remember I played you some 80s tune
Right.
when we first started doing this. I
Right.
played.
And by the way, there's a happy ending to this. About even though he got fired, just whatever. You get so sad, like, dang, that happened. Like, honey,
I
there's
know
a happy
everything
ending.
turned out okay.
It turned out
but it's-
okay.
and I'm glad it didn't happen then,
No,
because
and
it would sound like that.
And don't we love how we're telling this story is so delicious. So
Yeah,
yay. So,
taking my time. Thank you for
yes.
telling me to take my time.
and we're gonna have a little more of that concert next week.
A little more, yes, because we
Thank-
didn't play it all for you.
And the film festival is still going on. And
Yes.
all
Thanks for sending
beautiful.
everything in. Try to only send 2 or 3 things. Don't send in too many because we have a lot to watch. and we
Send us
want
your
to watch
best.
them.
Your best.
Send us the best
It's
thing
the
that looks and
Heart of the
sounds
artichoke.
Nice.
How about that? Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you. Oh.
Be strong. Speak true. Spread the peace. Choose only love.
Oh, we love you guys.
We love you so much.
and enjoy this. This demo is awesome, and these pictures are phenomenal. And I
Yes.
think we should make these available on T-shirts and posters.
Oh, the pictures?
Yes, they're awesome. They're amazing, right? Don't you guys want? I do.
All right.
Oh, we love you guys. Okay, so
All right, so this is me. Just the pictures of me at the club in Vermes, and the song is the first demo I made, produced by Booker T. Jones.
that's the greatest story, by the way.
Did I finish the Be Strong, Speak True, Spread the Peace, Choose Only Love?
No,
It's
you
a
did.
choice.
I think we
I
can
love
always
you.
hear
Next
that.
time when we come back, we won't be
we're in a.
we won't be so boxed in because
just in a little-
I'll have the right camera
No,
up because
no,
I'll have apologized to my
no,
wife for
you're
putting
sweet. And that-
a camera up.
I'll put up the other camera.
Just-
I love you. No, I love you so much. It's all, and you know what? I don't think we were that. My folks said it wasn't shaky on their end, so maybe
Oh.
it's on our end. You know, so it's all good.
We'll see tonight when we watch.
We love live
and I'll
TV.
apologize to you all over.
Oh, but you know what? This is what we do on
Etheridge TV.
You're perfect. I love you. Daddy. I love you.
Love you all so much. See you tomorrow. where
Enjoy
we're
the
gonna
song and enjoy
rock.
these pictures.
And just, you know.
Okay, make us small and corn,
I'm
but
gonna
don't go
make it
away
small.
yet, so we can
I
watch it a
know,
little
I-
bit.
I love you all. Bye. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. It'll come on and we'll see another picture and then it'll come on a second.
Here comes the song.
Hopefully
Here we go.
I've turned it up.
Wait.
Wait, no.
Wait, it's all good.
No, it's going to come on
Here it comes.
after this picture.
Yeah.
Love you all
Wait.
so much.
I love that jacket you're wearing.
How
It's
about
phenomenal.
that jacket? That is so 80s.
Oh, wait. Where's the song?
It's coming on. It'll
Oh,
come
look
on.
at you. Look at
I
you.
know. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Are we sure the song's going on? There it is.
Told you.
Someone said, girl, be careful of what you do. You've only got one heart, and it wouldn't be good for you to tear it all apart.
Amazing.
My shoes.
Just like a snake biting entered my veins, traveled my body and flowed to my brain. Now I'm slowly dying, dying for your touch. I'm cold and I'm shaking. I need you too much. Yes, I need you too much. Tonight, put me out of my misery. Tonight, drive me out of my mind. Tonight, put me out of my misery. Tonight, make it cruel to be kind. Drive me out of my mind. So now I wait a message on your door, the ringing of your phone, lying on the floor, breathing all alone.
Oh.
tonight. Now fantasy's raging and I need a score. I'm hooked on you and I keep begging for more. Yes, I'm begging for more. Tonight, put me out of my misery. Tonight, drive me out of my mind. Tonight, put me out of my misery. Tonight, make it cruel to be kind. Drive me out of my mind.
Comes Booker.
Here it is.
Yep.
Woo-hoo.
Someone said, girl,
Wow.
be careful of what you do. You've only got one heart, and it wouldn't be good for you to tear it all apart. No! Paul tonight. Put me out of my misery tonight. Drive me out of my mind tonight. Put me out of my misery tonight. Baby, cruel to me.